Hi students, I'm Sonia from Vidya Guru, starting a new session on current affairs. This session is going to be the second part for the month of December. The sessions on current affairs which are uploaded by me, this is going to be the second part for the month of December. That means the sessions which I upload out of those current affairs sessions, this is going to be the second part for the month of December. If you are writing any competitive exam, you know that you are probably writing KVS exam like Kendriya Vidyalaya, maybe SSC, maybe bank exam or any other competitive exam. This session is for you, believe me, because you are going to see many questions from this video. So you should watch the entire session till the end. If you are not able to understand the complete English medium session, Hindi medium session is also there. You can go and check that out. We record a separate complete English medium sessions for our students from South India, for our students from Northeast India, like those students who are unable to understand Hindi well, like students from Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Assam, Manipur, those students who are not able to understand Hindi well, we record a separate session in complete English medium for them. If you understand everything, you can press the like button. Share the video with your friends, and if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do that. Press the bell icon which is just beside the subscribe button. If you hit the bell icon, that's how you will receive notifications of all the exam relevant videos which we upload. Alright, let's start from the first question, and I really expect that you will remain focused throughout. Focus on the first question. We deliver topic-wise current affairs. If you watch the entire session, you will be gaining at least 50 to 60 new points. You will be getting, you will be learning. That means 50 to 60 points, and you should watch the entire session. The topic is appointments we are starting with. The first question is about 18th Chief Minister of Gujarat. He was actually the 17th Chief Minister also. That means you can say that he has become the Chief Minister of Gujarat once again. We should speak like that. Yes. So 18th Chief Minister of Gujarat, Bhupendra Rajnikant Patel. Bhupendra Rajnikant Patel has become the new Chief Minister of Gujarat, and the number is 18th. When we move to the next question, it is about the PM of Iceland. So the PM of Ireland. So new Prime Minister of Ireland, you can look at the face of this person, and he is from Fine Gael party. That is how you can actually recall. See, I really believe the names are important, but you need to understand such sort of leaders when they are getting appointed as PM or as presidents of some country of some repute. Their parties are equally relevant and equally significant. They are asked, and students are actually not aware. They try to learn the names of those people who get appointed, but they forget to learn the names of the parties. So Fine Gael is the party of Ireland's new Prime Minister, and his name is Leo Varadkar. Leo Varadkar, he is from Fine Gael party. When I move to the third question, and the possibility of this third question going to be there in the exam is pretty high. The reason is that first of its kind, first female president of Peru. First female president of Peru. Her name is Dina Boluarte. I'll repeat that. 18th Chief Minister of Gujarat, Bhupendra Rajnikant Patel. Leo Varadkar, new Prime Minister of Ireland, and he is from Fine Gael party. The next question, first female president of Peru, Dina Boluarte. That's the name of this lady. When we move to the next question, new Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh. First of all, the number is important. It is 15th. So 15th numbers, new Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu. You may have seen this man many times. So Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu has become the new Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh. The number is 15th. When we move to the next question, you need to see that for the very first time, you will see a Deputy Chief Minister in Himachal Pradesh. Yes. So Deputy Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, for the first time you are going to see that a deputy is also there. So Mukesh Agnihotri has become that. Keep that in mind. Mukesh Agnihotri has become that. You have to keep that in mind for sure, because this is new and the possibility of this question being there in the exam is high. You can see that at least 5 questions are there on one page. So such sort of 13-14 pages are there. So I'm going to give you ample information. Stay put, watch the video till the end. Now, projects and inaugurations. Obviously, this section does not seem to be very appealing. They students, generally get bored when they, start talking about, when they learn projects and inaugurations. But I am willing to give you a reason. If topic-wise current affairs are there, you should actually prepare notes. And under those notes, you have to add same sort of questions under this heading always. That's how it will be helpful and you'll be able to retain these things very well. India's longest escape tunnel. First of all, if somebody tells you length, how long, 12.89 kilometer long, which place? Jammu and Kashmir. Escape tunnel, India's longest escape tunnel in Jammu and Kashmir of 12.89 kilometer long. On what? On some rail link? Yes, on some rail link. What is that link? What is the name? So we are referring to on Banihal Katra section of Udhampur Srinagar Baramulla rail link. On Banihal Katra section of Udhampur Srinagar Baramulla rail link. They'll ask you such a question in which such a long sort of option is there and you have to write down the answer very, very carefully. So try to mark this as the answer where, if you wish to know the precise location, on what, that is what I've told you. What is the length? Why are we calling it the longest escape tunnel? So this is going to be the length. When I move to the next question. Mopa International Airport, named after Manohar Parrikar. He remained the Chief Minister of Goa as well. We know that. He was an MP as well. We know that. He is, not there. We all know that. So something should be dedicated to him. So we are saying that Mopa International Airport of Goa, we are saying this Mopa International Airport named after Manohar Parrikar, unveiled by PM in Goa. They'll ask you the name of the personality behind it. At times it is in the name of the personality, but by Mopa probably you'll not be able to understand who's there behind it. So please keep that in mind. Sela Pass Tunnel, 13,000 feet. That means we are saying 13,000 feet above. When we refer to water level, when you actually start moving to heights, to some peak, you generally see 5,000 feet above, 5,060 feet above. So they write like that. That is what we have written. So we are saying 13,000 feet above. Sela Pass Tunnel. Sela Pass Tunnel, which is going to connect something. It is going to connect Tawang, which is in Arunachal Pradesh. If you are not aware, I'll tell you. What happens is, if you are willing to reach Tawang, Sela Pass Tunnel is going to make things easier. BRO is helping. BRO is actually doing that, and they are providing such sort of help by making Sela Pass Tunnel. That's how roadway is going to be easier. It is going to be well connected with that. If you have heard LAC, near China border, if you have heard all these things, they have to be approachable by road. And BRO is constructing the Sela Pass Tunnel for that reason, that such things will be well connected by road. Let's move to the next question. PM unveils All India Institute of Ayurveda in Goa. That means I'll tell you what happens is, Ayurveda Congress was taking place. World Ayurveda Congress of 9th number was taking place in Panji. When we refer to Panji, that means we are talking about Goa. So 9th numbers World Ayurveda Congress was taking place in Panji, and here our Prime Minister unveiled something, that is All India Institute of Ayurveda, which is going to be there at Goa only, and that is what he did. See, because they'll ask you, when did that happen? When did that announcement, when did he unveil it? So you have to tell them that when the 9th World Ayurveda Congress was taking place, during that period he inaugurated All India Institute of Ayurveda in Goa. Let's proceed with the next question and the next topic. Okay, now India in focus. For what reasons? Let's see them one by one. India gets United Nations Security Council presidency. India gets United Nations Security Council presidency, and we are talking about for December 2022. That means we are talking about monthly presidency. Monthly presidency, that is why for December 2022 only, it is not till December 2022. We are saying that India gets United Nations Security Council's presidency for December, for the month of December. So that's the important question, you know that, because it is about United Nations and Security Council of United Nations. Keep that in mind like that. When we move to the next question, it is about India's G20 presidency. So first Sherpa meeting of India's G20 presidency, Udaipur, Rajasthan. I'll repeat that. I'm saying first Sherpa meeting of India's G20 presidency. First Sherpa meeting of India's G20 presidency at Udaipur, Rajasthan. Keep that in mind because the venue is important, and first of its kind, first Sherpa meeting is taking place of India's G20 presidency. That is the reason. It is India's G20 presidency's first Sherpa meeting, which is taking place in Udaipur, Rajasthan. Declaration of intent. They generally say MOU or something like that. They are signing declaration of intent on something. Migration and mobility. I'll tell you, migration and mobility, you have to understand it like that. Let's say if somebody is going abroad, somebody is going to Finland, for example, for studying, like for getting a job, if they get some work outside. So for such sort of things, for research purpose, for job purpose, for work related purpose, for education related purpose. So purposes actually are many. So I'm saying migration and mobility. That's how, migration and mobility between these two countries, India and Finland. And for that purpose, India has signed a declaration of intent with Finland. That is what I was teaching you. So the name of the country is important with which we have signed that declaration. India to be chair of Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence. First of all, be careful, artificial intelligence, that's AI. We generally know it as AI. So it is artificial intelligence. We are saying India to be chair. So India is going to be the chair for something. And what are we, heading? Global partnership. And what is this global partnership? Global partnership on artificial intelligence. India is going to be the chair for the year 22-23. I'll repeat that. India to be the chair of Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence for 2022-23. So keep that in mind. Global Partnership on AI. India is going to chair that for the year 22-23. When you move to the next question, Gandhiji statue unveiled by S. Jaishankar and Antonio Guterres. S. Jaishankar, you are well aware of, our External Affairs Minister. Antonio Guterres, you know him as well. At United Nations headquarters in New York, they unveil Gandhiji's statue. Who unveiled? The thing is important. What was unveiled? That is important. Where was it unveiled? That is also important. So three things you have to keep in mind. The place is New York. We are saying the headquarters of UN headquarters, New York, where Gandhiji's statue was unveiled. First thing. Second, S. Jaishankar and Antonio Guterres did that. That you have to learn carefully. Let's proceed with the next question. You can take a break of a few minutes if you are not preparing for banking exams. For banking exam aspirants, the entire session is important. Only these few questions, and I'll proceed to the normal questions which are important for every exam. So the topic is banking and finance. I want to make things clearer. Here you have to be aware, nowadays they don't ask questions from the history of bank. Don't waste your time on such questions. Current events, the things which are happening recently in banking sector, these things have to be learnt. Please be careful, these things have to be learned. So I'm starting from the first question, banking and finance, that's the question, which is about gold sikka. You've not heard anything like that. Like ATM is there, and from that ATM you can withdraw, you can take gold out. Yes, that is what we are saying, that India's first ATM, real-time gold ATM, it was placed, it was set up in Hyderabad and by the organization Gold Sikka. So buy Gold Sikka, India's first real-time ATM was set up in Hyderabad. This is do it. Do it is basically what we are referring to. See, when you understand the word do it, you know that two are involved. If two are involved, that means we are saying two organizations here, because do it is a credit card here. So that means co-branding sort of thing is happening here between RBL and Paisabazaar. So Paisabazaar and RBL, co-branding of these two. Now by this do it credit card, or in this do it credit card, zero fee banking, pretty strange. You transfer money, IMPS, NEFT, RTGS, you take checkbooks, you take debit cards, they expire, they charge you again. Now I'm saying zero fee banking on savings account. This sort of thing is pretty new to you, I know that. IDFC First Bank is doing that. IDFC First Bank is actually providing you zero fee banking on savings account. It is pretty new and you have to think of, IDFC First Bank because of that reason. India's first surety bond insurance. India's first surety bond insurance for infrastructure projects by Bajaj Allianz. I'll repeat that. Bajaj Allianz is providing something different. It is basically infra surety bond insurance for infra projects. See, for infra projects, surety bond insurance is something pretty new to us. That is the reason, first of its kind by Bajaj Allianz. Please, please, please keep that in mind. All the questions are significant. I was telling you that if you see 4 to 5 questions on one page, you can multiply it with 13, 14 pages further, and that's how you will be knowing that, such sort of important session I'll be delivering. If you see what I teach you in your exam, please give me the feedback right here in the comment section. That's how I get to know that I am actually teaching you the right stuff. That is what we do in our live classes. So every teacher teaches you the kind of questions which are going to be there in the exam. We try to deliver significant questions so that you can crack the exam very easily without learning too much or too many unnecessary things. So if you wish to join us, you can actually dial the numbers which are given below. You can dial them and you can join us. You can take our help and crack some exam. Let's move to the next topic, sports news. Let's start with the first question. India wins third blind T20 World Cup, beating Bangladesh at Bengaluru, and it is third consecutive. You are actually doing the right thing by understanding that this is happening for the third time. Yes, and we have won 3 of them. Yes, and 3 consecutive, that is what it means. T20 Blind Cup of third number, won by India by beating Bangladesh, and I'm saying this was taking place in Bengaluru, third consecutive. That means we are actually winning it for the third time. India beat Spain. India beat Spain, and it was taking place in Spain only. What? International Hockey Federation Women's Nations Cup. International Hockey Federation Women's Nations Cup was taking place in Spain. India defeated Spain in hockey, Women's Nations Cup hockey. That is what I'm trying to tell you here. Fastest one-day international double 100. Fastest one-day international double 100 by Ishan Kishan. I'll repeat that. Fastest ODI double 100 by Ishan Kishan. When I move to the next point, it is related to that only, because they'll ask you that against which team Ishan Kishan could score double 100? Even such questions are asked, you know that. And the answer is going to be Bangladesh. The answer is going to be Bangladesh. Learn that carefully. Jaipur Pink Panthers win Pro Kabaddi League Season 9 by beating Puneri Paltan. So there are things which you have not heard of. Let me help you with that. Now it is Pro Kabaddi League. The picture is of Pink Panthers from Jaipur. Puneri Paltan, that means we are talking about Puneri Paltan of Pune, Maharashtra. If you are aware, Puneri Paltan, Pune, Maharashtra. Teams are playing, teams are winning. Kabaddi Pro Kabaddi League is going on. So Kabaddi matches are taking place. So these are the names of two teams. Jaipur Pink Panthers won that by defeating Puneri Paltan of Pune. Pune, that's how you can relate very easily. Season 9 was taking place of Pro Kabaddi League. Season 9 was taking place of Pro Kabaddi League. Let's move to the next question and let's move to sports news once again. Let's see what is there. Although you have heard a lot about FIFA, I know that Argentina won by defeating France. Till here, everything is fine. When you proceed to Lionel Messi or Leo Messi, you're happy. But what did he receive and what others remarkable players could receive? These are the few questions you have to keep in mind. The next FIFA will take place, will be hosted by, what are the names of the nations which are going to host that? Let's proceed step by step. Argentina wins 2022 FIFA World Cup. 2022 World Cup. FIFA football, 22nd numbers, by defeating France. First question. Golden Ball, best player, was actually given to Lionel Messi, Leo Messi. He is from Argentina, that we know, right? Argentina, that we know. Golden Foot is actually given for maximum goals. And let's see who received Golden Foot. Golden Foot was actually given to Mbappe, Kylian Mbappe. He is from France. He is the player of France, and you can see Argentina won by defeating France. So both the teams played very well. We have seen that. So I'm saying Mbappe received Golden Foot. Golden Ball was given to Messi. Golden Glove was given to Emiliano Martinez. Golden Glove is given for best goalkeeping. That is why glove, goalkeeping. So Emiliano Martinez received it. He's from Argentina. Their nationality is important too. Like Mbappe is from France, Messi is from Argentina, and Emiliano Martinez is also from Argentina. Now the announcement for the next World Cup, FIFA World Cup, has already been made. You know that FIFA is in talks. But students forget to learn such a thing. It is a hidden sort of question. Everybody is not aware of. If you are aware, I'm happy for you. But you have to keep that in mind. 2026 World Cup of FIFA will be hosted by US, Canada and Mexico. So US, Canada, Mexico. So US, Canada and Mexico World Cup will take place, will be hosted by these nations. Let's proceed with the next question. Okay, state news. Let's see what is happening in states. But first of all, one index. So Social Progress Index 2022. Social Progress Index released by Advisory Council, some Advisory Council, and that is Economic Advisory Council of Prime Minister. So Economic Advisory Council of Prime Minister releases Social Progress Index. So we have to take such an index carefully and seriously. Puducherry remained on top in this index. Lakshadweep, second number, third was of Goa. So, Social Progress Index by Economic Advisory Council of PM, Puducherry stood on top. Puducherry bagged it, remained on top. Lakshadweep second and Goa remained on the third number. Now, the different part here is that you obviously have a family. If you have a family, you know that no identification numbers are actually given to us. But they are doing it here with J&K, that they are saying that unique ID number for families in J&K. That you have to keep in mind, that unique ID number for families in Jammu and Kashmir. Different thing, you have to keep that in mind. India's first carbon neutral farm. See, being carbon neutral is so significant for the environment, we all know that. But it is going to be India's first carbon neutral, because you listen to carbon negative, Bhutan or some country like that, and they are playing such an important role in the environment, you know that, to actually uplift the environment. So being carbon neutral is something that you have to think of. India's first carbon neutral farm, Aluva, which is in Kerala. So Aluva is in Kerala, and it has actually been declared the India's first carbon neutral farm. 114 new Namma clinics will be opened. That is what they are planning, that they are opening Namma clinics. 114 Namma clinics will be opened in the state Karnataka. LPG cylinder at 500 rupees only. You have not heard anything like that. You know it is an expensive thing, so government is going to provide subsidy, but that is going to happen only in Rajasthan. It will not be provided to you if you are not living in Rajasthan, and even not all the people in Rajasthan. Only those people who are from below poverty line to BPL families, or you can say, and families under Ujjwala scheme, they are going to get the benefit of 500 rupees LPG cylinder. But which state is taking such an initiative? That is Rajasthan. So the government is bearing the burden, 500 rupees for the LPG cylinder for BPL families, and under Ujjwala scheme families, they'll be getting the cylinder in 500 rupees, and it was done by Rajasthan government. Okay, now defense news. Let's see what is there. Defense news will be actually learning a few exercises. One is Surya Kiran, the other one is Kazind, the third one is Sangam, the fourth one is Samanvay, and the last one is a co-part between India and Indonesia. We'll study all of them one by one. So Surya Kiran, nations India and Nepal. India and Nepal. The number is 16th. 16th number, Surya Kiran, between India and Nepal. Training exercise took place in Saljhandi. That was the venue, which is in Nepal. So Indo-Nepal, Saljhandi venue in Nepal. The name of the exercise is Surya Kiran. Sixth numbers, Kazind. Kazind has Kazakhstan and India hidden in it. So Kazakhstan and India, Kazind, India-Kazakhstan training exercise, venue Umroi, which is in Meghalaya. So Kazind, Kazakhstan and India, training exercise again. 6 numbers training exercise that you need to learn. Umroi, Meghalaya is the place where it took place. 7th number, Sangam. Sangam, Naval Special Forces. Our special forces are called MACOs. Their US Navy Special Forces are called SEALs. So I'm saying between Indian Navy MACOs and US Navy SEALs, this exercise Sangam took place at Goa, and 7th numbers exercise took place at Goa. Samanvay 2022. It is a humanitarian assistance and disaster relief exercise. Humanitarian assistance, disaster relief exercise, and it is with ASEAN nations. It is with ASEAN nations at Agra, UP. Samanvay at Agra, UP. Samanvay at Agra, UP. Sangam at Goa. Kazind at Umroi. Surya Kiran at Saljhandi. 39th numbers, India-Indonesia coordinated patrol along international maritime boundary line. So international maritime boundary line, along that coordinated patrol between India and Indonesia, and it was the 39th number of the score part exercise. Let's proceed with the next question. Please don't miss anything because you can't skip a single question. I'm telling you, each and every part of it is important, and I spend ample time to collect these many points. Believe me, I really expect a like from you. And if you are not able to write these questions, you can buy PDF from us at a very nominal charge for the entire year. You can very easily do that if you wish to do it. If you prepare notes, that's great. International news. Mette Frederiksen. You've heard the name of this, lady. So Mette Frederiksen, she is from Social Democrat Party first. PM of Denmark already has been appointed again. Reappointed PM of Denmark, Mette Frederiksen. So Mette Frederiksen has become the PM of Denmark again. The party is Social Democrat Party. Time magazine person of the year is always important, you know that. Volodymyr Zelensky and Spirit of Ukraine. You know that, you know this fellow. Ukraine's, fellow Volodymyr Zelensky. So I'm saying Time magazine person of 2022 rightly received this award, rightly received this position. That is what I wish to say. UN Biodiversity Conference. COP15 held in Montreal, Canada. UN Biodiversity Conference. UN Biodiversity Conference took place in Montreal, Canada. That is what you have to learn, and we are referring to the year 2022. Mount Semeru volcano erupts in Indonesia. They'll ask you a question. See, eruption of a volcano is rare. It does not happen that frequently, and it is of massive size. When it erupted, obviously you know that lava comes out and troubles do take place. I am saying such a question can be asked in your exam, that where Mount Semeru is located. It is in Indonesia. It has erupted recently. That is why this question can be asked. 2022 World Trade Organization Ministerial Meet of 13th number will be hosted by UAE. I'll repeat myself. 2024's World Trade Organization's Ministerial Meet of 13th number will take place, will be hosted by UAE. That is what I was actually telling you. Ministerial Meet of WTO will be hosted by UAE. But for the year 2024, not very recent, will take place 2 years later. Now, government schemes. PM Kaushal to Kaam Karyakram. Kaushal to Kaam Karyakram. That's the abbreviation of PMKKK. Prime Minister Kaushal to Kaam Karyakram. This scheme has been renamed. Obviously, nobody finds government schemes important. Nobody finds government schemes interesting. But even if you find them boring, you have to learn them because they are asked in the exam. So I'm saying Prime Minister Kaushal to Kaam Karyakram has been renamed and it has become PM Vikas now. So don't consider it that Vikas is Vikas only. Vikas is progress, I know that. But I'm saying PM Vikas, even Vikas has some full form. And that Vikas is Virasat. This VI is Virasat. Virasat ka, this KA Virasat ka Samvardhan. So Virasat ka Samvardhan. If you are not aware of the meaning of Samvardhan, you will be checking it on your own and you will be telling me the meaning of Samvardhan in the comment section. Samvardhan is a Hindi word. You must be aware of the meaning. If you are not aware, please tell me in the comment section. Vikas has the full form. That is Virasat ka Samvardhan. So Samvardhan, is it related to promotion? Is it related to progress? Is it similar to Vikas only? That you have to tell me. So PM Vikas, Virasat ka Samvardhan. So PM KKK has become PM Vikas now. PM Swanidhi. Swanidhi, this SV is street vendor. A is Atmanirbhar. Nidhi is Nidhi. So PM's street vendors, Atmanirbhar Nidhi, they are providing loans to the street vendors and they are saying this scheme has been extended till December 2024, in which first loan 10k, second loan 20,000, Third loan 50,000. That is what they are saying. So that's how you can see what kind of loan will be provided to street vendors. So fertilizers under PM Bharatiya Jan Urvarak Pariyojana. Urvarak means fertilizers only. So we are saying PM's Bharatiya Jan Urvarak Yojana, Prime Minister's Bharatiya Jan Urvarak Pariyojana, One Nation One Fertilizer Scheme Bharat, that is what they are calling it. Please understand that. What is it all about? You have to learn the name very carefully. Niti Aayog's aim. This aim is Atal Innovation Mission. Atal Innovation Mission. Niti Aayog's Atal Innovation Mission and United Nations Development Programme launch 5th edition of Youth Co-Lab. Mind it, Niti Aayog's Atal Innovation Mission and United Nations Development Programme India launches 5th edition of. That means it is getting launched the 5th time. So we are saying the 5th edition of Youth Co-Lab. Learn these things carefully as they all are government schemes, so they are significant for your exam prep. Let's move to awards and prizes now. Mrs. World, you have seen that. Sargam Kaushal, is becoming famous. The competition took place in Las Vegas, USA. And why it is important? Because everybody is saying that 21 years later we could see this Mrs. World title again. So these many years later, if somebody is winning it, such thing is considered significant. Such a question for your exam prep is important actually. That is what I am trying to tell you. So Mrs. World 2022 winner Sargam Kaushal. The competition took place at Las Vegas, USA. PETA, India's Person of the Year, Sonakshi Sinha. That's what you can see. First Rohini Nayar Prize for Rural Development was given to Sethricham Sangatam, and he is from Nagaland. Platinum Icon at 2022 Digital India Award was actually for India's Smart City Mission. Was actually for Platinum Icon was for India's Smart Cities Mission. Digital India Awards, Platinum Icon was actually for India's Smart Cities Mission. So these are the recipients of some awards or prizes that you have to learn. PETA's Sonakshi Sinha or maybe Sargam Kaushal or Sethricham Sangatam. All these names are important, learn them carefully. And this is going to be the last page for the day. So I hope that you remain careful throughout. And you will remain careful further. And I am giving you a valid reason for the same. Important days for the month. So you can't skip them. You know that. International Anti-Corruption Day, 9th December. International, we don't celebrate Corruption Day. We obviously celebrate Anti-Corruption Day. We should. So Anti-Corruption Day is celebrated on 9th December. Theme for it is United Nations Convention Against Corruption. United Nations Convention Against Corruption at 20, Uniting the World Against Corruption. Uniting the World Against Corruption. Uniting the World Against Corruption. That is the theme for India's Anti-Corruption Day, which is observed on 9 December. 18th December is celebrated as International Migrants Day. 18th December is International Migrants Day. 18th December is celebrated as International Migrants Day. International Human Solidarity Day. International Human Solidarity Day is celebrated on 20th December. International Universal Health Coverage Day is celebrated on 12th December. Even by learning their names like Universal Health Coverage Day, you understand these things sound grand and they actually are. Universal Health Coverage Day is celebrated on 12th December. So learn these names carefully. They are asked in the exam. The theme was Build the World We Want a Healthy Future for All. Build the world we want a healthy future for all. So here I'm going to wrap up. If you've understood, you can press the like button. If you could not, you can watch the Hindi video as well. Thank you so much for watching.